On October 15th, 2016, 56-year-old Manhattan Beach resident Nancy Polikas was visiting the Los Angeles County Museum of Art with her parents and her husband Kirk when she wandered away from her family. She suffers from early onset Alzheimer's and lost her ability to communicate. She walked out of the museum and onto the busy streets of Los Angeles, and she has not been seen since. And her husband Kirk, who's with us this morning, has spent every day of the past nearly 2 years searching for her. 60% of individuals with Alzheimer's and nearly half of children with autism will wander away at some point. And while most people are found safe, too many cases end in tragedy. Last year, I created the Bring Our Loved Ones Home Task Force, a group of county staff, law enforcement officials, advocate experts who came together to tackle this growing problem. Many of them are here with us this morning. And Cynthia Banks, the director of our L.A. County Workforce Development, Aging, and Community Services Department, led this task force. And with her incredible leadership, this group designed a way for Los Angeles County to pioneer a program to find people. I want to thank my colleagues on the Board of Supervisors for their support, particularly for my colleague, Supervisor Catherine Barger, who has been my partner in this effort. Today, we're launching L.A. Found, a groundbreaking countywide response to find people who wander away as quickly as possible and reunite them with their families. Starting today, if anyone has a loved one who wanders away from them anywhere or from home, Los Angeles County will have your back. The L.A. Found team can immediately begin to disseminate important information to county hospitals, L.A. County and L.A. City Senior Services, the Departments of Mental Health, Public Social Services, Parks and Recreation, libraries, beaches and harbor, Metro, and L.A. County's 100,000 employees will become the eyes and ears in the coordinated search for these missing persons. Perhaps the most innovative part of L.A. Found is the new countywide system of voluntary trackable bracelets for individuals with Alzheimer's, dementia, or autism. Each one of these bracelets gives off a radio signal. And if that person wanders away, their family member or caregiver can call 911, give the operator their bracelet serial number, and their signal can be tracked by the Sheriff's Department using special receivers mounted to the Sheriff's helicopters. These bracelets are already being used across the country. In fact, we have 3,300 people who have been found successfully who have been wearing one of these bracelets across the country. It's being used here locally in LA County in Glendale. But starting today, Los Angeles County becomes the largest county in the nation to implement this life-saving program. And with this bracelet, a person who goes missing can be found by law enforcement within minutes. Not hours, not days, but in minutes. These bracelets are available now through lafound.com, and if you're a family member or you're a caregiver, I encourage you to visit lafound.com to learn more about these bracelets and whether they're right for your family. You know, over the last year, I've met with husbands, wives, sons, daughters, who are caregivers for the people they love the most, who have Alzheimer's or dementia. And they've told me how much they worry about what might happen when they turn their back for just a minute. L.A. Found is not only going to save lives, it's going to bring peace of mind to caregivers and family members across this great county. I now want to invite up Kurt Moody. This is Nancy's husband, who despite his grief has attended our task force meetings. He's acted as a key advisor to this effort and continues to do everything he can to make sure other families don't go through what he's gone through. He's been unbelievably strong, and today is happening because of him and what he has been going through for the last 2 years. So Kirk, please come up here and say a few words.
Thank you, and thank you, Supervisor Hahn. An increasing number of people are experiencing the nightmare of seeing a loved one decimated by dementia. This horrible experience is compounded when that loved one gets lost and is separated. I know I'm living through it now. Excuse me. My wife, Nancy Policus, has been missing for almost 2 years, and each day renews the gut-wrenching fear that she is out there and needs her family, needs our help, and we're unable to find her and provide that. Nancy was a remarkably intelligent and accomplished professional before Alzheimer's robbed her of her abilities. To this day, it seems impossible that she's had to mentally deteriorated to the point that she had, and so quickly. The day she went missing, as the supervisor said, we were at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. We visited the restroom on the way out, and Nancy apparently left the restroom before I did, thought that we had left without her, and one would assume, and exited the museum right away. We later saw a video of her walking away from the museum approximately about the same time that we last saw her. Her family and an army of volunteers and friends, along with law enforcement, have spent countless hours working on finding her. And before this incident, it would have never occurred to us that there were so many entities involved in the county and the cities, and how actually at the time, frankly, the lack of coordination would actually impair our ability to keep looking and to find her. Upon learning of Nancy's situation, Supervisor Hahn, along with Supervisor Barger, proposed that bringing our loved ones home countywide task force. This is going to help prevent wandering in the first place, and then help coordinate the county response once it does happen. The Board of Supervisors has approved the recommendations of the task force, and you're seeing that put into action today. The task force was steered by the Workforce Development, Aging, Community Services Department, Ms. Banks, and it featured incredible coordination between many entities, including the LA County Sheriff, local cities, the LA County Fire Department, and counterparts throughout other cities in the area. It was really a remarkable effort by everybody here today. Lieutenant Gannon of the Sheriff's Department deserves particular credit for championing the adoption of the tracking equipment being demonstrated today. The commitment to making the task force a success has brought L.A. Found initiative to life today. I believe it's highly likely that if a program like this were in place when Nancy went missing, Nancy would have been wearing one of those bracelets and would have been found very quickly without any of this endless searching that we're doing now. So our search for Nancy continues. You can help us. You can share the information about Nancy. There's a Facebook page, Nancy is Missing, all one word. You can just Google Nancy is Missing and you'll see the efforts we've gone through, and you can help share that information with other people. Obviously, the more people that are looking for her, the better chances are that we're going to find her eventually and reunite her with her family. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Kurt, and we will all continue to rededicate ourselves to helping you find Nancy. Now I would like to invite Sheriff Jim McDonnell, who's been kind enough to host us here today, to discuss how the Sheriff's Department will operate with this new trackable bracelet system. Sheriff McDonnell.
Thank you, Supervisor. Thank you very much. As law enforcement, we're first responders. We're in the profession of solving problems and keeping people safe. Project Lifesaver is a natural fit for us because it's committed as well to saving lives. According to Bringing Our Loved Ones Home Task Force, nearly 28,000 people went missing in Los Angeles County in 2016. That's more than 1 in 5 missing individuals for the entire state of California. Many suffer from Alzheimer's, autism, dementia, or other serious mental illness. We're committing resources from our Error Bureau, our mental evaluation teams, and our communications center. We're launching with helicopter teams covering the north and south portions of the county, and we're going to expand from there as more teams get trained up. Mountain rescue teams in San Dimas and Antelope Valley are in training, with more teams being trained in the future as well. The goal is to eventually have about 100 search and rescue personnel trained in the Project Lifesaver program. The locators and the mobile communications units, or MCUs, that you will see here today are the equipment we use to track individuals on virtually any radio frequency. We can also link with our partners from virtually any agency to augment their efforts to locate the lost person. That's what is unique about the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. We work with all of the police departments in the 88 cities in L.A. County through our mutual aid agreements. Project Lifesaver, through the L.A. County Sheriff's Department, will have countywide coverage. And here's how it works. A person wears a transmitter, harmlessly sends out a short chirp every few seconds on a frequency that's not audible to the humans. The patient's family or caretaker signs a waiver and allows the Sheriff's Department to register their protected loved one with the Project Lifesaver International Organization. This is a national database. This way, if the client ever goes missing, we can determine the radio frequency of the transmitter they have on them. If a protected person goes missing, the caretaker is advised to call 911 at their earliest available opportunity. Don't wait. Advise the 911 operator that their loved one was wearing the Project Lifesaver transmitter. Our patrol units will continue to respond, take a report, and begin the search for the missing person. But they'll also notify Homicide Bureau, who handles all adult missing persons, and they will continue to investigate as well. The local sheriff station or police department handling the 911 call will notify the sheriff's mental evaluation team, or MET team, our 24-hour triage desk. The desk alerts a team of trained personnel regarding the missing person, their last known location, and the amount of time since they were last seen. Weather permitting, the Sheriff's Department will dispatch 1 of 2 airborne locators and patrol helicopters like the one you see behind us here today. The range for helicopters to receive the radio frequency signal is between 2 and 5 miles, depending on environmental factors. Our LASD mission is to be the eyes and ears in the sky and on the ground. This technology literally enables lost loved ones to communicate their location to us, and to enable all that we can do as first responders to bring peace, comfort, and the families back together. While we hope that nobody will ever need our services, we're well prepared and ready for when that time when we are called upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. And to finish this press conference, I want to introduce Cynthia Banks, the head of our LA County's Workforce Development, Aging, and Community Services Department, where LA Found will be housed. Cynthia.
Thank you, Supervisor. Good morning and welcome again. As the Supervisor said, we, as WEDAX, took on the lead to develop a protocol for LA Found. However, under the leadership of Supervisor Hahn, the Board of Supervisors and my department spearheaded a project that becomes a life-saving project. The mission of WEDAX is We Save Lives, and today we are launching that project to save lives, to touch individuals, to touch families, and to bring families back together. As you've heard, the Supervisor Hahn learned about the tragic case of Nancy Polakis when she had a vision, and she then had a vision that we could do better in Los Angeles County for bringing loved ones together. Today, with the launch of LA Found, we take a tremendous step forward in making that vision a reality. You've heard about our Project Lifesaver pilot. Through this pilot, we are issuing more than 230 tracking devices, the devices that both the sheriff and the supervisor have introduced to you. And these Lifesaver bracelets will be issued to autism and dementia and Alzheimer's patients through the use of information from their caregivers. Today, we have issued a total of 50, and so we still have more to issue. You can apply for a bracelet at LAFound.com or by calling our toll-free number at 833-569-7651. I will repeat that. That's 833-569-7651. LA Found is more than a tracking bracelet. We want caregivers to know that we are here for you if your loved one goes missing, even if you don't have a bracelet. Our department now has a dedicated unit in place that will provide education, outreach, and support to families caring for individuals with Alzheimer's, dementia, and autism. Our new LAFound.com website is a one-stop portal for families and caregivers with all resources available to you in one place. LAFound.com includes important information on steps to take when someone with Alzheimer's, dementia, or autism or related cognitive impairment goes missing. We will help you know what to do and what to say to law enforcement and what to expect throughout the process until you are reconnected with your loved one. LAFound.com also includes information on various locator technologies that may be right for you and your loved ones. There are many organizations in Los Angeles County that are here to help you, and our website will connect you. I'm also pleased that through LA Found, we are improving emergency collaboration among county agencies, municipalities, and other partners to ensure that there is uniform and coordinated response to missing persons that was not here prior to the missing of Nancy. And thank you so much to the Board of Supervisors for making that happen. Unfortunately, individuals with Alzheimer's, dementia, and autism will wander. Our hope is that LA Found will provide you with a sense of security in the event that your loved one goes missing. You don't have to go through this alone. We are here to help. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Well, I hope everybody has a feeling that we do have the backs of everyone in Los Angeles County. If you've gone lost, we will help find you. Gives a whole new meaning to Lost and Found. But we have got the entire county of Los Angeles strong with law enforcement, with our departments that deal with healthcare, and public social services. We will help you find your missing loved one. So, are there any questions at this point from the media? Oh, good. That was easy.
Everyone completely understands it. Okay, everybody, if you want interviews with caregivers or the supervisor or any of the speakers today, we're going to back up.